Hi, I'm John Manion. I'm the chef and owner of Elche Steakhouse and Elche Meat and Provisions. This is my trusty sidekick, Max. Today, we're gonna cook a whole beef tenderloin chimichurri. Welcome to Pilot Life Family Meal. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is take this beautiful Pismo, it's about 3 pounds, and I'm going to just form it into the shape of the roast that I desire. And then I'm gonna tie it. First, around the tail end, that's the thin end, just a quick knot to secure that end. And then I'm going to loop the twine around the roast a couple of times, just as to make sure that all of it keeps a uniform shape during cooking. B, it cooks evenly. And C, all the kind of flaps stay tucked in. So there's the top side. I'm gonna go back around the bottom side and just loop the twine underneath. Going back around and tying it our original knot. And there we go, now we've got our beef tenderloin tied into a roast. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is season the tenderloin, the roast, liberally. Salt. Cracked black pepper. Go ahead and season the pan, Max, you got this. And then we're gonna rub it down with some extra virgin olive oil. Ready, bud? Thank you. And then we're gonna put it in our preheated 475-degree oven. Okay, while our meat is in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and make chimichurri. Chimichurri is the ubiquitous condiment of South America. It originates in Argentina. It's one of my favorite things on earth. And the base of it is about 3 cups of Italian flat leaf parsley, which has been picked without stems. And we're gonna go ahead and just chop it up. There is no substitute for chopping this by hand. Okay, so our base is 3 cups of chopped flat leaf parsley. We're gonna take our garlic. It may seem like a lot, but it's really necessary. It's a major part of this sauce. So 6 cloves chopped. Oregano, about 1.5 teaspoons. I've got 1 bay leaf in there as well for some flavoring. As it sits, it's gonna give it a nice sort of mellow floral flavor. A 1/4 cup of distilled white vinegar. I use distilled white vinegar because it does not impart a lot of flavors. It's very, very neutral, but it gives it that acid boost. Kosher salt, about 1 teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. Red pepper flakes, 3/4 teaspoon. This is optional, but I really like the kick. This is not a spicy sauce at all, but it gives it a nice little kick. 3/4 cups extra virgin olive oil. Use the best you got. It's really gonna show through in this recipe. And then a good amount of cracked black pepper. Recipe calls for about 3/4 teaspoon. We're gonna mix it all together. Beautiful, and ideally, we're gonna let that sit overnight. Okay, in about 25 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and pull our beef tenderloin roast. It's perfect. We're gonna take its temperature. exactly where we need to be. We're going to dress it with our chimichurri. That looks really beautiful. And we're going to let it rest for about 5 or 10 minutes. All right, now that our roast is rested, we're going to go ahead and remove the twine. And carve it up. I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as my family does. Roasted whole beef tenderloin with chimichurri. Thanks for joining me. Take us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Pilot Light Chefs. Hashtag PL Family Meal, and visit the Food Education Center and click on Family Resources for today's recipe, additional activities to do related to today's recipe, and additional family lessons and videos. Thanks.
We want to know how you and your family are enjoying this recipe and making it together. So tag us. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Pilot Light Chefs. Hashtag PL Family Meal.